And we're live on California Pickin'. How's it going, guys? Happy 4/21. It's Saturday, and I'm having a little breakfast taco at my favorite place, Benny's Tacos. Let me show you Benny's. Give them a little plug. Maybe it's backwards, I'm not sure how you're seeing it, but Benny's Tacos. Good stuff. Hey, what is up, Swamp Picker? Hey, Glenn, what's up, man? How's the picking going? I was just gonna ask some my subscribers for some advice. What is going on? Who is that? So I'm having a little taco, breakfast taco. Let me show you. I get it with bacon. They have it with chorizo, but I like the bacon. Really good. Some little green peppers, poblanos, and some onions on top. Anyways, that's my little breakfast. But we're coming on here today to ask your advice. Because a lot has been happening on YouTube. I'm not sure if you're aware, but one of the biggest YouTubers, Philip DeFranco, if you're not familiar with his channel, go subscribe him. I'm not sure how long he's going to be. Hey, John, how you doing? Not sure how long he's going to be on YouTube, but he's been on for many years, and he reports daily on the news and little stories that are in the news, whether they're political or entertainment or scandals. Philip DeFranco has said that he's going to leave the YouTube platform, and it's absolutely devastating because he's such a great YouTuber. He's a fair guy. He reports very fairly. He doesn't get into many controversies. He actually is good for YouTube because he calls out those other people that mess up and screw up and do crazy things like Logan Paul or PewDiePie. He's all over them, and so he's like kind of a good policeman. Well, anyway, a lot of his videos have been demonetized lately, and hey, Steven, how you doing? So there's really, and then I've seen my revenue drop significantly this month. I've heard they've been demonetizing people right and left. I don't want to talk badly about YouTube. I just think that they really need to come up with a different policy, and I'm willing to offer my own solution to the problem. We also had, somebody reminded me yesterday that we also had a disgruntled YouTuber go in recently and shoot with a gun some of their employees because she was demonetized and marginalized, and she had nobody to speak to. There's nobody to speak to when you have a problem. And I'm not sure about her personal situation, but that leads me to believe that something's got to be done because you're making well, YouTube is squeezing people, and they feel it. Hey, Nez Lover, how you doing? And it's really, it's just the tip of the iceberg. It's the beginning. If we can't make these videos that are somewhat edgy, or I don't know what more to do. Like, and I want to use some examples. Like, take for example this. When I mention Charles Manson or Sharon Tate or something like that, I get demonetized some of the time, not all the time. So there's no consistency there, and I think that some consistency has to be there. And why can we talk about other people? And sometimes I mention Marilyn Monroe and how she died, and I get demonetized, or sometimes I don't get demonetized. And it sometimes has to do with the thumbnail picture, and then other times it has to do with the title, and then other times it has to do with the content. But we don't know what they're looking for. When we do something it would be great if YouTube gave us a heads up. Hey, your thumbnail is inappropriate, or your thumbnail doesn't pass our service agreement, or whatever. It'd be nice if we had more communication. If they don't want to pick up the phone and talk to us, hey, Music Man, what's up? If they don't want to pick up the phone and talk to us, and I can understand all the problems and money that's involved in that, hiring huge staffs to handle the phones, I can understand that, YouTube and Google. And I'm a team member. I'm your partner. I want you to succeed. I want us to succeed. But I have a solution for you guys, YouTube and Google, and here it goes. We have a rating system for the movies, and it was implemented because to give the audience a chance to decide what's good for them and their family. So you have G-rated films, which are obviously the most popular films out there. You got films like Shrek and Cars and all these, kiddie movies, which are great for the kids, and they make huge money, and all the, so-called, superhero movies, they all do great and all that stuff. Well, that's the G-rated stuff. That's going to make you the most money. We know that, because everybody can go to that movie. And then you have PG or G. We used to call it GP, but it's now PG, I guess. And that's a more edgy movie where it has a little bit more adult content, but not anywhere near R, let's say, but PG. Then you have R, which is definitely adult content, language, images, this sort of thing. And of course on YouTube there is no X, so let's just take that off the table. What if we had a sliding scale system where YouTube and advertisers would be hooked up with YouTubers, where for G-rated stuff they make, let's say, just use this for I'm not saying it is, but let's say you use 10 cents per click. I'm not saying it is 10 cents per click, but hey Rosie, how you doing? There's Rosie. But let's say you get 10 cents per click for G-rated stuff. Let's say if you do a video that's PG, well, maybe you get 9 cents per click. And then maybe for R, you get 8 or 7 cents a click. Something like that. And what I think would be a good solution for YouTube and Google is you give the YouTube creator, the ability to check a box that says what category we're in. Okay, so I'm not going to check the box with G unless it's G-rated, which is a food video or a concert or I don't know, whatever. It's just something harmless. And then I would check the box for PG for my conspiracy videos. And I would get 9 cents per click instead of 10, let's say. But if I wanted to do a G-rated thing, I would click G. If I did something R, I would click the box R. Now the advertisers also could choose the kind of videos that they want to have seen on the YouTube platform. They can decide what they want. And so an advertisers might be like, you get your real family-oriented, type of advertising, and you put that in a G-rated video. But let's say, and I also want to tell you, G-rated people, they buy toilet paper, they buy laundry detergent, they go on vacations, they do everything that, other people do. And we do too. People who watch conspiracy videos or haunted videos, we all need YouTube. We all need toilet paper. We all buy toothpaste. We're all consumers that have money, and we control our own money with our own pocketbook. We could go. Anyway, we buy stuff too, YouTube and Google. So don't think that our money's not good because we watch scary haunted videos. Another thing, why is it they're trying to suppress or censor history? I want to talk about Charles Manson in history. I want to talk about Marilyn Monroe. I want to talk about JFK. These are historical situations that happened. And how come the news can turn on their programs every night and show you the gory, disgusting details on the mainstream news? that these same advertisers advertise on. It doesn't make sense. How come they can do it, but we can't do it? We're powerful. We're YouTube creators. We have a voice. And I'm giving YouTube and Google a chance to respond to my video, to use my rating system. I don't know if anyone else has figured this out. They have some I'm sure, very well-paid executives over at YouTube and Google. And I can't believe they didn't figure this out, because you have a woman trying to go in there and shoot up the place because she's disgruntled. You have one of the biggest YouTubers, Philip DeFranco, leaving the platform. Not saying he's maybe going to leave. He is going to leave. And that means that Google and YouTube will lose millions of dollars in advertising. And a really great guy, a really great figurehead for YouTube. So I want you guys to go over to Philip DeFranco's videos and check him out. He's been doing these videos for years. He's literally the best in that genre. He's got a sense of humor. He's uplifting. He's not negative. He gives you a chance to put your own opinion. He gives his own opinion. He gives you both sides of the story. I don't know what you want in terms of fairness. This guy is it. So I'm a little on my soapbox today. I'm sorry. You know I'm not like that usually, but let me read some comments. Yeah, they don't want the truth, Stephen, I guess. Let's see. What is that? Let me read another comment. Let's see. I have to see that comment. They're coming kind of fast, and What is up, Steel One? What's up, buddy? So we're talking today about the YouTube demonetization, and one of our favorite YouTubers, Philip DeFranco, who's leaving the platform. He's been on, I don't know, maybe 10 years or more. I don't know, but he's such a great guy, and it's, I am concerned because I think it affects all of us. And I didn't do a video on this before because I kind of wanted to stay away from the controversy. But it was a bad series of events where Logan Paul, I'd say, was the icing on the cake. He went too far, and he put out content that scared the advertisers, scared YouTube. The story got picked up on mainstream, and it just wasn't good. We're having tacos, by the way, today. Breakfast tacos. And go check out Rosie's Facebook page. Rosie is awesome. It's just a great source of information. I hope to collaborate with her somehow. We're already talking about all these different subjects that we like, so go check out Rosie. Yeah, it is yummy today, Rosie. I got a breakfast taco with bacon. But so that whole thing concerns me. I've seen a huge drop in my revenue over the past month for no reason. I was climbing, and when I make a new video, it would go up a little bit, and I would do it again, it would go up a little bit more. But now it doesn't matter what I do. So I want to remind you guys, there's a couple different ways you can support me and other YouTubers, and it's with that Super Chat donation. We have the Super Chat donation available on the live streams. Music Man is the only one who's ever donated anything to my channel, which was just great when he did. I didn't even know the service actually worked. Thank you, buddy. Big time, yeah. And I know Facebook is also doing a sweep of taking like Charles Manson groups off of off of Facebook, because they feel that it doesn't fit their service agreements or their whatever. Now I went out to the Spawn Ranch yesterday, where the Charles Manson family lived and played before they committed those murders. And I will be putting out a video on that, whether I get paid on it or not. I don't care at this point. I'm just going to show you guys what I do. And I'm going to try to find other ways to make a revenue. So that's why I wanted to come on and ask your advice. So here's some ideas. I'm not sure if I'm big enough to get merch or to offer merch. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I would like to get some merch, so I want to ask you guys, would you buy my reasonably priced merch with great graphics and stuff like that on them? I'm thinking about different slogans to put on the front there. And then another thing I could do is, of course, another thing you guys can do is watch my videos, share the videos. That is important. Share them on all your social media. Watch the advertisements all the way through. Let them play. We get paid on those. We don't get paid on when you view things. We get paid on the clicks on the advertisements. So, go ahead and click on the advertisement if you are interested. But let the advertisements run. Watch the videos all the way to the end. And then another thing I'm thinking about, because you guys know I'm a picker, antique and art collector picker, aficionado, that I've thought about, and I want to get your opinion. What about my appraisals? I could do these appraisals for $5 and $10 appraisals on items that you have in your house. You could send a picture to me at California Pickin' Facebook page, and then you can send me a $5, $10 appraisal fee for what it would be, I guess, to look at your item. So maybe a flat out looking at your item and telling you if it's worth anything. That would be maybe $5, and maybe for $10 I would tell you more about the item. I might do some little research on it and do a follow-up video of several of these items from your family or whatever. I could do that. I have a great resource library of antiques and vintage collectibles, and of course I know quite a bit. So that would be maybe another way to make a little bit of side money, because I don't need a lot. I just need to get by so that we can keep California Pickin' on this platform and heading in the right direction, because I got some huge things coming up, guys. I mean, really, your mind's gonna be blown, especially what I did yesterday. I'll just leave it at that. But today, later on, Marcus and I will probably go live. Not positively sure where we're gonna be, and that's the joy of my channel. You never know where we're gonna be, and because I don't even know, but it'll be something interesting. I don't show you just junky stuff. I don't show you just BSing around the house. I show you good stuff. So I hope you appreciate that. My content is like nobody else's, I think. I give this variety of content. I think it's worth something, and I think I've given it away for free for 6 years. I have 900 videos, and I probably should have many, many more subscribers. But with the help of people like James and Omar and Jason Nash and David Dobrik, those big YouTubers, they've really helped me out. Whenever I do a collaboration with them, I always seem to get tons of subscribers. So thank you to all the fams. You guys are the loyalest fams and fans in the world. So shout out to you. Thank you so much, Music Man. I really appreciate it. Because you know what? I love to do this stuff, and when you guys give me feedback, that's better than money. I'm telling you, that's, what can I say? Getting kind of choked up. But yeah, it's a long journey. But I'm just trying to survive. And the problem is, I have a profession that I do, and it's slow. I'm in between things, but I'm pouring a lot of my time into YouTube because I want to be like my buddies Omar and James. I don't have to have 1 million subscribers. I don't have to make $50,000 in a month. I just need to make, literally, I have to make $3,000, $4,000. That would be fine for me. Even less. I could totally get by on just totally less, or augment my other business with this YouTube money. But it's very expensive. You guys didn't know, to live in LA. It's very expensive. Thank you, Nez. I really appreciate that. And Stephanie. It's very expensive. The rents are going up all the time, and the food and all the services. It's really crazy living in this town. I've lived in this town my whole life. And eventually I think they're going to force me out of this place, because unless I can come up with the big kind of money that they're asking, and I live right in the heart of the city, guys, in a great, one of the best areas of the city, so central, and it's been coming up lately. They've been building condos everywhere, and the rents are astronomical, and so everything's going to be affected. I'm so lucky to be in my place, and thank the Lord for that, knock on wood, because I just been there a long time. But anyways, I still have to meet all my other, commitments, and I know you guys do too. But I just thought, hey man, you tip your waitress, right? You don't stiff her. She brings your food to your table, and you give her a little tip, and maybe she splits it with the guy who makes your food. But my stuff, and you know what happens to that? The day after, you know what happens where it ends up. My information stays with you forever, and my videos are up there forever. You can go back and refer back to my videos. I'm pouring out my information and knowledge my whole lifetime to you. So I would think that'd be worth a couple bucks here and there. But every time I go and ask, I get nothing, and I'm just like, no hit on anyone out there. I'm sorry, but it's just like I need some other ways to generate money. I'd hate begging. If I was making my own money, I wouldn't ask you for a dime. I didn't ask for anything my whole 5 years of doing YouTube until the 6th year, and then I had to start thinking about, wow, if I want to make this more of a full-time thing, I need to step it up. Yeah, Pasadena, yep, sup picker. Yeah, it's just the struggle. Now, I'm thinking, why don't people donate? Okay, now I've thought about this hard. They've seen me come up with a lot of items when I do picking, and I claim that I show you what things are worth, and I seriously can make good profit on the things I find. So maybe they think, oh, Drew's fine. He's an antique picker. He can pull a rabbit out of a hat, man. That guy, I've seen him do so much. He doesn't need our money. Well, that's not exactly true, because the stuff takes a long time to sell. You have to store it. You have to categorize it. You have to list it. There's a lot of time involved in that. And then only 10% of your stuff actually sells, if that. And that's another thing. eBay has been just, And, I used to do some swap meets. Maybe I have to go back and do that. But, anyway, I want to get your feedback on what you think would be some good solutions for this. Like I said, if I could just make a few $100s extra a month on YouTube, few extra $100 than what I'm, making, I could still continue this. If it doesn't come through, I don't know, because what I'm doing is I'm taking time away from my other business, and it's suffering big time. Even though there's no work, I could be looking for work, and I make more money in that genre. But I want to do this more full time. I want to do this. I want to be independent. I want to, because I think it's a great. I'm offering a service. I'm offering knowledge, and at some point in time, you kind of have to know what you're worth, and. Very often I don't ask people, I don't stand up for myself and tell people what I think I'm worth. But anyway, those are some ideas. I could give maybe some of those $5 and $10 appraisals. You send a still photograph to my Facebook page, The California Picker, and you send one of those donations, $5, if you want just a basic idea of what you have. And then maybe for $10, I do more of an in-depth look into your item and possibly give it a real value, or tell you what to do with it, or how I would describe it. All those things are going to be good because I have lots of knowledge in those departments, and I just have to be creative with how to generate income. Sometimes you just have to be creative and think outside of the box. So. My taco's getting cold. Hold on. And so, you know, I don't have a lot of these sit down kumbaya moments with you. So, but every once in a while we got to touch base and see where you're at. If you can afford a couple dollars a month, I don't want to go to like, I mean, I have Patreon too. I have no Patreons and no tips in my jar. So I don't know how to solve that. But let me take a bite here. Oh. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Yeah, Nez, I am thinking about some merchandise. That would be a definite yes. I can make like I don't know, $3 or $4 off a T-shirt or something, hoodie, and that way you guys can get something for it. I'm not big on giving donations myself either, you know, because I'm not. But if I had money, which I don't, but I have a lot of stuff to sell, that's for sure. And that's another thing, like, for all you guys who are watching who are pickers or whatever, I put more of my time into, well, anyway, when you pick for a living and you do it often and you're as, you know, proficient as I am, you start building up this inventory that you don't have enough time to sell. And that's where I'm at. I'm stuffed full. I have a lot of stuff to sell, but it's hard, and you've got to wait, and I'm just going to maybe let it rip, you know, just put it all up there for nothing and see what happens. I don't know. So discouraging. In the old days, you could actually, you know, do some, you know, but I don't do some good business, but I don't think people are buying like antiques like they used to. So, yeah. We're seeing that the millennials are not interested in their parents' stuff. So, but there's still enough people out there who are interested, and everyone's got stuff from their parents' attic and whatever. And if you're not good with research or you're not good with antiques, you know, hit me up. Let's start to do an appraisal. Drew's Appraisals. I can do art. I can do antiques. Vintage collectibles. My interest is pretty much 1970, I'd say 77, 76, and before. I'm not as much interested or passionate about stuff in the 80s or 90s or 2000s. I'm not anything, you know. I like the stuff that was made well, way back when, cast iron and good metal and, you know, good quality, that kind of thing. So if you have anything that's like 1976 and before that you want to have looked at and you want to throw me $5 or $10, all depending, that'd be awesome. And that might really, I've never asked this. I've never asked you guys what you think of this. I've never proposed this. So it's the first here on California Pick, and it could be like a new beginning. If you haven't guessed, I'm throwing everything up against the wall. I don't care what it is. I'm just throwing it up against the wall. If it sticks, it sticks. But, you know, like I said, I'm throwing conspiracy up there. Give you your Drew graveyard tours, Hollywood celebrity scandals, dumpster dives sometimes, picking videos, concerts, foodie videos. I've just done everything. Car shows. I plan on doing more museums. I'm planning on doing more museums. So, yeah, I definitely diversified. In other words, doing picking all the time is just it's unhealthy. It eventually becomes like I'm hoarding, and I don't like that feeling, and I don't like that feeling. And yet I have the stuff, and it's hard to get rid of it. It's hard to let it go too. I have some hoarding issues, I guess, but I think we all do. But yeah, so we'll be doing something later on, Marcus and I think today, hopefully. And we don't know where we're going to go, but maybe a cemetery, maybe something else. We'll see. It all depends on how I feel, you know. And that's another thing that I like. I don't like to do anything regularly because it becomes a job, and I don't like feeling like it's a job. I like doing it when it's spontaneous and I feel like it, and, you know. But I've been doing videos every 3 days or so it's been going well. Let me read some of the comments, sorry. Hold on. And I love all the fact that you guys support me, and I also have this little, I'm going to ask you guys later on, or introduce you to another little money-making thing for you and a way to get in shape. So I'll just leave it like that, but I have this little program that I'm going to introduce to you later on. I have a little code that you'll use my code, and then every time you turn it on to somebody, you'll be getting some revenue from that. So that's all I'm going to say for now, but it's pretty interesting. Initially, I thought it was just crazy money, but then when I looked into it, it's a little bit more work, but you'll know when I'm talking about it later when I give you the info, because it's a way for you to make money and get in shape, and at the same time, so I'll let you know about that. I have my code somewhere. I'm going to have to do a video on it, and then you can use my code, and then every time you turn somebody on, excuse me, with the link, then you'll get some credits. And so again, I don't want to tell you too much, but probably should have been, well, anyway, I have to do it on a video so I can properly tell you the code or embed the code or something like that. But anyway, dumpster dive, Omar. Yeah, dumpster diving is fun. It's funny because those dumpster dives do pretty well. And it's like, there's no skill to dumpster diving, I don't think. You just have to know where to go. But what I want to say is, then other videos that I've really well thought out and edited and made a real big effort and driven to some place and made this video, and then they do so it's sometimes it's discouraging. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. My video should have thousands like right away, and they're only getting hundreds, and I just don't know why that is. Trying to do more on Instagram. I don't have enough built up on Instagram and Twitter. And I haven't been using Facebook, in an aggressive fashion. I do post over on my California Pickin' page, so you'll see some posts over there. But great stuff coming up, I can tell you that. And, just the future holds some good stuff. I just want to keep on going, and I want YouTube to work this problem out. So Google and YouTube, if you're watching, I'm on your side. I'm really disappointed and upset that Philip DeFranco is leaving the platform. And I would hope that you would maybe contact him and make a last-ditch effort with an olive branch to keep him on YouTube. He's a great YouTuber. Go check out Philip DeFranco, DEFRANCO, DeFranco. The guy is a smart cookie. He's built his whole little internet business. He's literally, I don't mean to go on about him, but he's literally like the prototype for all YouTubers that came after, that were doing this kind of thing, like vlogging every day and giving you the information. And I just don't know why he has to leave. Why don't we solve this problem before he leaves? Yeah, I do too. Hope that I will meet up with James and Omar very soon, hopefully. I got a call out to those guys, so we will see. But I got some, I've been talking to Rosie quite a lot. Rosie's in the chat. Is Bex there? Bex, yeah, I want to do something with Bex too. Is Bex? Hey, Bex. Yeah, Bex has been talking about getting a few researchers together and going to a location and doing a collab and all that. That's great. I want to do all that, as long as it's not too crazy far or whatever. But yeah, there's power in numbers. There is powers in numbers. And Jen the fam in the room. Thank you, Jen, for your support. You guys are awesome. Judy, the Savage fam, awesome. The Ghost Hunter. Yeah, I want to be back with the kind of, I'm a whole U.S. country away from those guys, but they're coming this way, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I just think that we gotta come up with ways to get creative so that I can stay. I don't want to leave. I don't want to go to another platform. I love YouTube. I think YouTube, is the premier platform, and I just remind YouTube and Google, there's a company called Blockbuster. Blockbuster Video, guys. They used to charge you penalty fees if you didn't get the videotape back to them. If you were one day late, they'd hit you with whatever, $1 or $2, whatever it was, and it was like crazy. They were like Nazis, and they didn't think about the digital market, and then Netflix came along and stole all their wind, and they are out of business today, guys. Same thing with Kodak camera. Kodak camera could have put out their own digital cameras, and they didn't. They went for the money because they thought the money was in the film and not the cameras. And that was a big mistake because they got left out in the cold. Eastham Kodak had been around 100 years or some crud like that. So I'm giving heads up to Google and YouTube. If you don't watch it, just think about Blockbuster Video and Kodak camera. They were it. No one thought those two giants were going to fall. So please work this out before there's any other issues. We want to resolve this. We want our guys to be able to go out and do the videos that they know how to do. They're supporting their families. Omar and James are supporting their families with this money. I don't have kids. I don't have those kind of responsibilities, but so it's really serious to them. I'm just like I'm a serious hobbyist, let's say that, but I'm not quite full-time just yet. But with your help, I could be. But without your help, it's going to be pretty slim that I'm going to be able to be full-time. But I will still give you my all, no matter what it is. But at some point, our time becomes important to be paid for our time, because we ain't getting any younger, and I got no 401k or pension plan. We don't have any of that. So we need our funds now so we can do something with it, and So anyways, I hate to go on about that money thing. I hate money, really. I love passion and history and stuff. I don't like to talk about money. And you know what? When I'm around people and they start talking about money, I leave the room. Unless it's going to be my money, I think it's very nouveau riche to talk about money. They say if you talk about money, you don't have enough of it in the first place. So I gravitate to people who are into, into passion, into their. What happened? I just got flipped over. What happened there? I don't know. But anyway, so I love all you guys. All right, guys. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got cut off there. Going in? No. Okay. No. Oh, thank you. Sure. So, hey, guys. Sorry, I got cut off there. not sure if you heard the conversations that I was in when I was walking around, but we're back on. Walking home. This is Sony Studios over here. Hot babe and no, not a babe, but formerly a babe. That's Sony Studios right there, where some of the biggest movies in the world were shot. These are the movies that they have advertised now. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to finish up here. My phone just cut off. I think it got too hot after 40 minutes of live streaming or whatever it was. So I'm going to sign off here, but got one more thing to show you and then I'll sign off. But look for us later on, hopefully today. Hopefully it'll be all right for a video. I'm having a little family drama going on right now, which anyway, I hope that resolves itself. I don't like drama. I stay away from drama. So we're almost to the place that I'm going to show you. Here's more Sony, Jumanji, Peter Rabbit. But yeah, go on my video and leave your comments on my ideas about raising some revenue for the channel. Check it out. That's me, Drew the California Picker. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's just to connect with you guys a little bit, tell you what's going on. Asking YouTube to throw out the olive branch to Philip DeFranco. Don't let him leave, guys. That's a PR nightmare. Don't let him leave. Make it good with him somehow. And listen to my suggestions on the rating system for YouTube videos. So let's say the G-rated videos pay 10 cents per click, let's say. I'm just using these numbers just general because it's not 10 cents, but let's say, for PG videos like controversy or, conspiracy, graveyard, anything to do with paranormal, maybe that's 9 cents a click. And then maybe R is like 7 cents a click or 6 cents a click. I don't know. But that's how you would do it. You would match up YouTubers with advertisers that want to capture the market. And like I said, conspiracy people, they use toilet paper. People who walk around in graveyards, they need toothpaste. They need laundry detergent. You can sell them any of that stuff. Don't worry. Don't worry, YouTube and Google. It'll be okay. We'll buy your products. Don't worry, but don't demonetize our videos. Like, give us good reasons why, and then we can change or adapt to your standards. But this rating system is going to loosen all that up. It's going to solve all those issues, I think. Anyways, that's me, Drew the California Picker. I hate to go on, but we're going back in time. Oh!